So we are here for cubing.
We are.
Uh,
It's cube time.
cube time.
Cube.
Cube. So we've done. God, there's been a number of cubes, but this one I have a plan for.
Y you do? Like going
Yes.
into it?
Yep.
Oh,
I have a plan going in.
I didn't know.
Nope.
Okay.
That was part of the plan.
Oh.
You,
Oh man.
you see.
Okay, I can kind of make out your name, but the others are blurry.
Okay. You see. It's the holidays. And my plan for the holidays is, I remember you asked me a lot to try to do Storm, and I finally did while you weren't around.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna do Storm now.
Storm.
We're gonna do Storm now.
Okay, so we just have to open up Moxen and fetch cards.
Yeah,
and-
we'll make it work in some manner. Not in this pack, sadly, but... So we've got...
Okay, so you pick Pentad Prism because that's the Storm
That's
card.
the Storm card. Oh, I guess, how green can Storm be?
Well, a Roots is reasonable. That leaves you like hedging on the, what's it, on like a ramp plan.
Yeah. Stormbreath Dragon has Storm in the name.
Does technically.
And
I think absent of any inclination, Wormcoil Engine would be the pick.
Right. But we have an inclination. And I'm going to follow this to its logical course.
Oh my goodness.
Logic.
Maybe no one else will be on this plan.
That's the hope.
How many? Okay. So they took Mind's Desire out, I think.
Nope, it's still here. It has different art.
It is? Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I was hoping that.
it's here.
Let that one go to time, just to let it sink in that we're first picking Pentad Prism. Well,
Palinchron on the Storm plan is...
I guess Palinchron technically could be if we get something like
That's weird.
a whole bunch of artifacts and Tolarian Academy. I think Golgari Signet is the next nearest thing, followed by Lightning Strike.
Right, and I think it's Golgari Signet. Yeah, apologies about the background noise. See if you can find the 30 seconds of MASH that is...
Oh, jeez. Didn't realize. Maybe I can retune that.
Yeah, it's there, but no, we can't get heartbeat.
Hold on.
Okay, holding on. We have time.
Okay, so I have readjusted a level.
No change.
Wait, really? That's like the one slider that I have any control of.
Oh,
It should have drastically reduced how loud I sound.
no change.
Okay. Ooh.
So we've got a tutor, Imperial Seal. We have a couple... Oh. Have you made a change there? Because now you're gone. Alright. Anyway, going through while you're messing with things. Ooh, Tezzeret! We have Tezzeret, we have Imperial Seal, we have Young Pyromancer. I don't know if Tezzeret is the plan we're looking for. I think that it's a little better for us to be on the Imperial Seal to find our good cards. Yeah. Like, that'll let us, even if we don't pick up Tezzeret, we pick up, like, the Time Vault sort of shenanigans. And the Imperial Seal's what we're looking to do. Alternately, we have other Tez here, which is reasonable, and we have Brain Freeze, which is also fine. I say. Yeah, I'm certain... Oh, you've returned. Or at least bells have returned.
Okay. That's good. I apparently set myself to like the microphone of no microphone.
Oh, you're...
Brain freeze.
Yeah, you're a bit quiet now.
That's good, actually.
Okay,
Hopefully not like super super quiet, but
a
that
bit, but
I
I
yeah.
can do this.
Oh, hey, yes.
Now tell me if
That
that
me.
adjustment is good or bad. If we have creatures, I want them to be either like not Stoneforge Mystic, Snapcaster Mage, or things of that nature.
I would accept Greater Gargon on the wheel, just
Yeah.
because you can like sacrifice a bunch of whatever, and he's also a spell.
Yep. I guess picking up fixing here is probably the best.
Yeah, nothing terribly compelling.
Yeah, like we.
Oh, what the heck is the green card?
The green card is Song of the Dryads. Enchanted permanent is a colorless forest. It's a removal spell.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but yeah, Dragon Skull Summit. I think like for one, like if this is the plan, I don't see anything that helps. But we're gonna have Empty the Warren / Seething Song hopefully,
Hmm.
and we'll want to be able to cast them. See, Oxid would be if this was a sane draft.
Hey, that looks like Empty the Warrens.
Yeah, Empty the Warrens. Coalition Relic also like caught my eye immediately, you know.
I
But
know.
but I think this is good. We're cutting it very heavily, which right now kind of looks uh, hodgepodge,
Hmm.
but will pay off dividends
Yeah,
when in packs two
I
and
know.
three we get to
We'll be
see.
fine. Now that we have like a tutor and two outlets, we can widen our net a little.
Right. We also colors. This is the colors we're probably in. We might be in green in case of I don't know. Like green has some useful things for this plan still. Um, we have Imperial Recruiter for nothing. We have just Damnation.
I think that would help us live two later turns, maybe.
Yeah, like Ancient Tomb.
Fast mana.
Yeah, fast mana's.
Then again, the kind of fast mana that we want is coming in spell form, right?
I think so. I don't know how much we really want. Like, how much do we value staying alive? Fast mana. Fast mana. Nah, I'm gonna pick up one Damnation here. If there's a spell that I can choose as a sane pick, I'll choose that. Dardetti.
Oh, he can be our commander.
Oh,
Excellent.
great. We can have a commander.
Actually, he's kind of good, huh?
Sack an artifact to recur an artifact and loot.
Yeah, like sack your Pentad Prism to recur something relevant.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also the biggest fan of the Drifter, but
I think he's new and cool. I want new and cool.
so now we have the chance at Stormbreath again. We could also pick up Burning of Jingyi. We could pick up Xenagos. Xenagos' problem is like he's not going to act. It's dependent on creatures we control, so we're not likely to have creatures to just get a bunch of mana. I don't know. Wildfire. I'm gonna go with the
Well,
Wildfire.
and we might end up with enough artifacts to make that work.
Work, yeah. Here it doesn't look like we have too terribly much for this.
Just Torch Fiend in case we end up being just mid-range red deck.
Let's grab that. Ooh, pick up a Blood Crypt.
Yeah.
That's more fixing for. Hey, Gargadon on the wheel with Old Art Stunted Growth and Olivia Voldaren. But Gargadon definitely.
Man, this is our pack, isn't it?
Yeah. I grab Nighthawk, Terminate or Grand Architect. And Serenade. Alright, so Nighthawk out there. I'm going to put that out there, and I'm going to put, leave this as is. Blue looks light, but that could easily change. It probably will.
I mean, we passed Daze and Counterspell and Mold Drifter.
Right. we might see like the blue scraps, which is what I'm looking for. Like honestly, some of the card filter and the obvious blue stuff. A Mox, the white Mox, Time Spiral.
Yo.
Is it Signet? Time Spiral.
God, is that better enough than a Mox?
Yeah, it is as off-color as it can get as far as Moxen go. No, there are no Karus in here. They got flipped out. I don't value Ishkron Scepter more than I value Time Spiral. I mean, Mox. I don't know. This is difficult because, like, if we are the one person in Storm, Time Spiral should come back to us. I just don't know if we're that person. You know?
Yeah, there's a risk.
It is.
Man, someone could be in Black Rushdown at this point.
True enough.
That's Vampire Lacerator, and there was just plain old zombie.
They have, like, Sarcomancy. They have all these other ones like that. Ashiok, Phyrexian Metamorph, Liliana the Veil, Kiki Jiki, and some lands, it looks like. Is Metamorph the best here?
I mean, hugely versatile, 3 mana for whatever permanent you want, really.
Yeah.
You can pull insane tricks with it with Pentad Prism.
Ooh, you're correct. And because we do have access to like 3 or 4 colors of mana, we can kind of cheat our way, like make it a free spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good with this. I guess Ashiok on the wheel is probably both reasonable and fine.
Does he help our plan at all?
I mean, every plus is one less we'd have to storm with Brain Freeze, as well as the possibility of getting rid of Eldrazi.
That's true.
I'm mostly just thinking
Right.
what could be useful out of here. Show and Tell and Grizzlebrand.
Two great tastes that go great together.
So, there's also Fire and Ice, which is like a reasonable card. I'm not sure which of these we want out of here. Fire Ice would be cool if we got the Ishkron Scepter back, I guess. My problem with Grizzlebrand is really, really good, but I don't know how we get it into play without the show and tell.
Right, and someone else already picked up on burial rights.
Right.
Like we saw that.
I'm going to pick up the versatile card that also, like, on a storm turn is a cantrip. It does cost 2 mana, keeps us alive. Immediately goes into this spot. Ooh.
Because it doesn't know what to be.
Electromancer?
Ooh. Yeah, there's Electromancer here, and we'll probably get Everflowing Chalice back.
That would be good. I think this is the card.
Oh man, oh man.
What?
You cast your storm spell and then Venser it back to your hand.
Oh, it's like the remand. Hey, if we get remand, that'd be, you know, Electromancer makes that cost 1. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Like, we have all the storm outs. We just need to be able to assemble them, you know, pile of cards we need. I guess to that end, we're going to want to find, like...
Faithless Looting.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. The card draw, the filter, ponders. I don't think Gitaxian Probe's in here. Oh well. Impulse, even. Chandra Pyromaster, Jace, Turnabout.
Well, Turnabout is only really good in the storm turn.
Right, and in that it's like okay.
Yeah.
We could have Jace or Chandra as like a card advantage thing to build up.
Now, which one would you rather have? That's really what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I think, man, everyone else is all on Turnabout. I don't believe in it.
No. I don't know. Turnabout is if you already have like High Tide.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Jace because that's like what we want is card draw, and Jace is card draw. Like, that's great. We have Crater's Claws.
Whoa.
Crater's Claw.
Craters. Huh.
This is
How much
tough.
mana can we generate?
That's a hard question. Right now, not too much, but like the intent of the deck is to kind of do that at some point. Electrolyze is a really good.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah, no problem. Don't worry about understanding this deck. It's something maddening. Like, this is a madness. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the Claw. On this topic, we have Gutter Snipe, Murderous Cut, Underground River, Inkwell. The Inkwell. So I guess the point of this deck is to be as unmagic as possible. I think would be a good way of putting it. This deck just kind of sits around, does basically nothing. Ooh, I like that idea. Inkwell Leviathan for the Pope. Because we can loot and then we can sack like Pentad Prism to put it back into play.
What is Inkwell Leviathan doing select? Oh, it's in our pile now.
Yes, it is this is what it's doing selected. The second line of text on Duretti is sack an artifact, return an artifact from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay. So we're definitely going to mill our own like Inkwell Leviathan.
His first mode is looting.
We could have had a Gutter Snipe.
I know.
I guess that's no big deal. We also could have had Fixing.
Do we want the Abyss?
Do we want actually anything else from here? What's
really.
that sorcery?
Living Death.
Oh, that's some art.
Yes. I'm gonna pick up an Ishrakon Scepter.
There's ISO. There's also Dreadborn.
If I didn't already have the Terminate, I'd feel a little.
Yeah. Although
likely.
killing a walker, that's more relevant here. There are a ton of walkers like just kicking around,
I did pick up the Crater's Claws while you were away as well.
crawling out the closet right in the fridge. Stupid planeswalkers, get out of here. The ISO will be fine. We'll be fine. Hey!
Okay. Maybe we have a weird Planeswalker plan on top of this, where we just assemble the weirdest B team.
Hey, perversely, Jace and Ashiok play the same game.
They really do, and Duretti doesn't. Duretti is nowhere near that game plan. I guess I'm just gonna steal Inferno Titan.
Yeah. Stealing.
Sure.
Yeah. Like the rest of the table wants us to be like mid-range red, big red.
Yeah.
Or just like no.
I mean, look at this. They want us to be like.
It's like every powerful 4-mana red creature that exists. You should have picked Ancient Tomb, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh well. I guess that big red is open, and I'm confused. But Time Spiral didn't make it back around.
That's a little painful.
Time Twister, we still have. I think that's part of the plan.
Yeah, okay.
We still need ways to generate mana. That's going to be a little more difficult, isn't it? I'm still not entirely sure what this deck is doing, but I'm sure it'll work. It's too stupid not to.
We'll put them on the slow storm. They'll never know what hit them because we also won't know.
Yeah, it's too late to abandon Storm. We're going all the way. There's only one more pack you need to make it through for this, and then we're good.
Then we can scrub out in the first game and do something else, like a Mirage draft.
We have an Urza's block draft up our sleeve right now too. Flame Tongue Kavu.
Wait, wasn't Pestilence a common in Urza's?
In Urza's, yes.
Disgusting.
And there are also commons like Simian Grunts and cards like that. Okay, this is a difficult question. Below the cut doesn't matter. We have Mind Twist, which is, all sorts of unreasonable, and then we have Jace, which is all sorts of unreasonable, and would complete our Planeswalker squad.
I'm going to lean towards Jace just because we don't already have the ramping mana.
We do have a Mox.
A Mox.
A Mox. God, can we get it? I want the ramping mana. Oh my god.
Like you were asking for hand manipulation.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still gonna go with the twist. I'm the worst.
That's okay. We already have a Jace. We'd have to
here we
give
go.
up that Jace.
Here we go.
Perfect.
That's the mana we were looking for.
We needed that. Here's him to Turok too. You're gonna take that?
Nah. No. Look, we play one card, and they have no hand, and now we don't have to worry about this sort of crap anymore.
Oh yeah, man, what garbage that card is.
Yeah. I played this, turn 1 or 2, and then, this doesn't do anything.
Yeah, let me just blow my nose with that piece of tissue paper. I noticed there's a lot of fixing in our colors in this pack, too, and that's a little
I would hope one of these two make it around, preferably Underground Sea, but I highly doubt it. I'm gonna take the Seething Song here. No fixing. The fixing we'll find a way. I don't know what the way is yet, but we'll find it.
The way is going to be playing a lot of basic lands and drawing like fiends.
Okay, I can live with that. Tameo, Factor Fiction. That's a sort of card advantage.
Yeah. It is a card that draws you cards.
Yeah, that's the thought process. Our first pick was the Pentad Prism. Yes. Which is also fixing.
Oh, perfect.
I think the silliest thing about this is that we just don't have any of the, artifact mana at all. There's just none of it.
Yeah, we passed on Coalition Relic for something more important.
Coalition Relic versus...
What was it, Doretti?
I'm sure it was important.
It was...
Thirst for Knowledge? Gilded Lotus?
Alright. Yo. Yeah, either one.
Yeah. Gilded Lotus actually... Oh, man. Empty the Warrens over Relic. Okay.
Oh, yep. That makes sense.
I mean, with Gilded Lotus, that would be kind of fixing as well as something for, Metamorph and our big Crater's Claws. But Thirst for Knowledge is...
Look, I'll feel better about having the Mind Twist in our deck if we have Gilded Lotus.
Okay. Then, okay. Then we'll pick the Gilded Lotus.
Man, we have no counter backup for anything.
No, we just do it. Like, you just do your thing. Mox Diamond.
No, it's decent.
It's a Mox.
Unless you want, like, a Big Daddy Garuk.
Hey! I guess like a Sphinx's Rev. Off of our Pentad Prism.
Mm-hmm. And our Mox Pearl.
Yeah. Come on. That is not a turn 6 Mind Twist off the Gilded Lotus. It's like... The line is like land, Mox Pearl, Pentad Prism, untap, Gilded Lotus on 2. And then... I don't even know what's going on past there.
Cast Jace. Draw a card.
Perfect. We could have been that deck. We are no longer. Yawgmoth's Bargain?
I have a Signet waiting for you, if you want that. Although Yawg's Bargain is kind of mana into cards.
Well,
And maybe not even that.
Life into cards.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, on the turn, you spend 6 mana and you draw an arbitrarily large amount of cards.
I like that. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's also set it up the turn before. Because it's 6 mana. Let's go with it. You know, I think there's another Storm player at this table. And I think they're going to be...
Not casting Nicole Bolas Planeswalker.
Yeah. We could also balance.
Again, off our Mox Pearl and Pentad Prism.
And, yeah. Those 2 cards. Alright, so I think we have some inane Planeswalker pile. I don't even...
Grixis Walkers. Okay.
Okay, sure. Necropotence I'm not playing. Volcanic Island on the wheel. Which
Decent.
I'm really happy about because we really needed blue fixing.
Like, yeah, a land that has blue.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been like Magma Jet, or we could have picked up the Pack Rat as the super backup.
Be right back.
All right. The rest of these should go pretty normally anyway. Oh, never mind. Shadow Mage versus Gifts Ungiven, huh? I don't think Gifts has a package in this deck, which is its main issue. Shadow Mage at least could be card advantage. I think that's what it's going to be. Gifts Ungiven I don't think has a good enough... just doesn't have a good enough package in this deck. It's still powerful, but like this will allow me grabbing nothing here. Grabbing Domri Raid. Masticore. They'll be reasonable there. Okay. So. I mean, Ugin is basically a reverse,
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, yep. So we
Did we
finished
get anything good on the wheel?
Hypnotic Spectre, but I don't see us actually casting it, because we don't have the Dark Red. You know?
Man, the day that Swamp, Dark Ritual, Hypnotic Spectre is not a good play anymore, it's going to be a sad day.
Yeah. Okay. So now the question becomes, what do I want to fit into here to make this work?
All the Planeswalkers, all the artifacts,
Yep.
and all the Storm cards, and then we fill in from there, I think.
Okay, so let me go ahead and put all the artifacts in this pile on the left. Is Icecrown Scepter on that list?
We can possibly, terminate Brain Freeze, Fire and Ice?
That is the extent of our... I guess...
Wait, what about Imperial Seal?
Sorcery.
scotched again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm thinking of Vampiric Tutor. Oh,
Yep. If
I
it was
am
Vamp
so
Tutor,
burned.
if it was Vamp Tutor, I guess I could put Abrupt Decay on it. You know,
Yeah,
I picked that up late, but anyway.
I'm going to exclude Isochron Scepter from the list. Just
So
well, from the list of like mandatory artifacts.
all right. So all the storm cards, which I'm going to include Goblin Electromancer, uh, Empty the Warrens, Time Twister, and all the Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, we got Shadow Mage Infiltrator on the wheel?
Yes, we did.
That's really good.
So I think. Now the question is, how good is the Abyss for us? As far as keeping us alive? You know? We don't have a ton of creatures it kills because it's I guess it kills off like our Shadow Mage, and we do have like Goblin Electromancer. So once we set it up, we lose those.
Yeah, I think the Abyss is a strong sideboard card, where like a lot of decks are either going to have like too many creatures, or they're going to have creatures that the Abyss just can't target.
Fair.
Or or creatures where we absolutely don't want that to happen. Yeah, someone has the Worm Coil engine. There's a lot of things that make the Abyss a kind of lackluster choice, and I don't want to main deck a card that's that narrow if we are looking for things to cut.
The Abyss is just sacrificing oh no, it's not sacrifice.
Yeah.
Destroy. Okay.
It's
Target.
jank.
Yeah. This is not.
Which is
I don't
not to
believe
say
this
it's
is
bad. It's unusual.
Yeah, I don't think this is the wording on the card, but then again, this is a card from 19 years ago, so obviously it couldn't be.
Right? It was printed in Legends.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I think so.
Anyway,
I frankly adore the art on that card. I cannot get enough of Magic card art that looks like that.
Somebody forgot their ring.
Oh no. Yeah, we have to have an altar of that just has like one of the kings in the distance.
Just the blackness. Okay, I guess I would agree Damnation is probably something we need to do to not lose. So the question is, what do we keep here? So I feel like this pile of cards is fine. I don't know if Crater's Claws is actually good enough in us. Like, we aren't really a deck that goes gigantic. Like, this isn't going to happen for 20.
Oh, people do a bunch of damage to themselves. We only have to do like 18, 15.
We also have Greater Gargadon, which I am including.
I really think we should. Like, thematically, we should. It's
include the claws. No, definitely. Crater's Claws definitely gets the Ferocious.
Oh, right. And also our Inkwell Leviathan.
Are we playing that? Is a question. Like, how useful is...
I would be a lot happier with Duretti if that were around.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're going to be doing stuff like... No, wait. I'm trying to think of how you would get, like, 2 activations of something. Like tapping an artifact for mana and then sacking it for, like, to bring Gilded Lotus out or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It would be like... We could play Flametongue Kavu to have the Ferocious for Crater's Claws.
I don't have enough resolution for the numbers, so you're gonna have to help me out with telling me how many cards we need. Or
we have 31 in the deck right now with 3 lands and a Mox, and then like also Mox Diamond, but that's a spell. Anyway, we need 4 cuts. Is I guess what it comes down to, and I feel Isochron Scepter is safe because with only 3 targets, I'm sad to let it go, but with only 3 targets and no real card filter, it's hard to include.
Okay, I would at the very least make you make the choice between Damnation or the Abyss, and I'm leaning towards cutting the Abyss if it's that.
Okay. So
I
let's
mean,
go with
again,
that.
I love the dang thing.
Right.
But...
Then we need 2 more cuts. How do we want to cut from there? Let me sort this in a little more realistic way and then make them large so you can maybe read the cards here. Is that at readable levels?
Mhm.
Okay. So we have 2 cuts to make. So I don't know if we can bargain is probably still fine. Bargain is probably still fine. I don't know why I'm like we play it and then the turn after we untap with it we just go, okay, well what if we had this many cards in hand?
What if I had that like hero power from Warlock from Hearthstone, an unlimited number of
Unlimited,
times?
yeah, just n times.
Okay, well we did cut Isochron Scepter, so maybe like Crater's Claws and Terminate.
That's not unreasonable. Yeah.
Does that leave us any main deck way of interacting with creatures?
It's like Damnation and
Okay.
Fire Ice. Like, we need one of the two.
Yeah. So is main Fire Ice better than main Terminate, I guess? Easier to cast?
Both easier to cast, and how is the storming? Great question.
Oh, poor, but
Badly. I'm gonna go with badly.
this is a pretty poor storm deck, but I don't care. I love it.
Yeah. Look, this. There's a reason the stream title was titled an Imperfect Storm. That's there's a reason for that.
We forced it from the get-go. Moreover, I love that our deck has all these open-ended moving parts, and we'll just kind of like.
Look, we'll figure out what we're doing. All right.
So,
Anyway, let's sort by color. Fairly even. We're gonna have to give one land the nod, and that's probably gonna be this blue. Because we have 13 mana sources remaining. So, yeah. Add basic lands. It wants the same thing. Thank you, Suggestatron. And let's see how we do. I'm putting my bet on 1-2 in this first round. We'll get our game.
okay.
Yeah, we do have a sideboard that's like Inferno Titan, Flame Tongue Kavu, like big red sort of style. Alright, we would like to play first.
So, ick. Twist you for 1.
Oh, it's not unreasonable. We have fire we can still cast. I'm gonna be honest, I would cast that Time Twister the second I drew blue with this hand. Pentad Prism would be good. Because I would like to play Duretti.
All right. Following the theme of the draft, we are also going to use that logic in our mulligan decisions.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, perfect. See, that's the fixing that I recommended. Just put a bunch of basics in and draw exactly the ones you need.
Yep.
No problem. Oh.
Oh, we got him for our Mind Twist.
Oh.
You know what? Uh, 6-4. I'm casting Time Twister right here.
Yeah, I mean, Shadow Mage Infiltrator is not going to be generally killable in the black deck.
Well, also
Or
fear isn't.
rather,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
fear means any creature he plays is probably going to block it. But Time Twister gets him +1 card and me +3. So,
Yeah, okay.
all right, reset. We're good.
Yep.
That's like a mulligan, right?
We got back the Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Well, that's... Man, we're making out like a creature deck. What is this?
I don't know. Nope. Liliana. Crap.
Mm-hmm.
So about those planeswalkers you mentioned. Oh my god.
Yeah, speaking of...
Um.
So we just need as much mana as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, may as well discard a creature because we're just going to have to sacrifice it.
I think I can play Signet and Shadow Mage this turn.
Okay. So we tap, like, black-red for Signet, and then blue into the black-green. Yeah.
Yep.
Signet math.
I was trying to figure out if I could Imperial Seal Electromancer, but I don't think that's possible. What does this deck do to win? Thank you for asking.
We're still figuring that out.
Yeah, you're watching the process.
We just sort of have cards, and we need to discover a path to victory as we go.
So, okay, Edict my Shadow Mage.
All right, so we end up discarding Shadow Mage Infiltrator.
And getting Liliana down to loyalty, which...
I mean, that's what we paid the mana for, I suppose.
Yeah. Demonic Tutor.
What are you getting?
What are you buying? What are you buying? Him to Turok again!
Oh, no.
Oh god, we lost Gilded Lotus and Bolus.
Oh, we lost our plan, huh?
Okay, we need a new plan.
Okay.
I think Imperial Seal go find a new plan.
That's got to be our plan.
Yeah. All right. What's the plan, Imperial Seal?
Get, like, Ashiok.
Ashiok is a possible plan.
Like, what's the most doable thing that puts the most pressure on him? What, Yogg's Bargain? Just draw back all the cards.
We can't cast that.
1, 2...
We're one off.
We are one off. That's awkward.
Yep. I mean, Ashiok is a plan. Duretti wouldn't be bad. Because it would be like Duretti, sack Golgari, Signet, get back Gilded Lotus. Is that okay?
I mean, that gets his mana back, but what are we spending it on?
Yeah, what does it do? Like, without... Maybe if we had Inkwell in the grave, but even then, like, Liliana, the Veil, I think Ashiok is the best. Like, Factor Fiction's not unreasonable either, because that's like a full refill.
I'm just trying to think of the most threatening possible thing.
Well, let's go with Ashiok then.
You know, maybe he just -2 gets rid of our Electromancer.
Hyper scared of my Electromancer. Vamp Tutor at upkeep.
Gross.
Well, our opponent has all the cards I want.
That's where they all went.
Yeah. This is going to be like Vamp Tutor for Frantic Search for... Just starts going mad.
Hey, maybe we have all the cards that he wants.
Ooh.
Did he just fetch an island for that?
I think so. Luckily, Ashiok's a +2. He might have fetched the Necrotol itself.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Oh!
Hey, we have Talrand and Ophiomancer.
Hey, cool.
Okay. Cool. So Liliana has to +4 nothing. Oh!
Oh, no.
Oh!
Wow, I
Abort.
think we're right here.
Abort! Send help. Oh, it's attacking Ashiok. Okay.
Why did he do that?
Oh, we can't put a guy into play off of it, so... Grizzlebrand.
Huh.
And Frantic Search. I was... Ah!
Damn it.
Our plan was maybe not that good, okay?
Wait, why couldn't we put a guy into play off of it?
You have to minus
Oh,
X.
you have to minus the thing. Okay.
Yep, and because we lost all our counters to that, we couldn't.
I guess he's confident that he can just beat us rather than just plain attacking twice with the Sword of Body and Mind at
There's
us.
also a Worn Power Stone in my opponent's grave. Like, our opponent has all the cards I want. Well, I have a Phyrexian Metamorph.
Uh-huh. And if we copy a creature, it just dies. If we copy Sword of Body and Mind, it doesn't do anything.
We can't copy Planeswalkers.
Well, dang.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Ashiok at least gave us the scout.
Yes. We know that our opponent is basically us, but more reasonable.
Hmm.
Is probably the way I would put it.
Yeah, I guess you take the general storm plan, subtract red, and add black control elements, and that's what we're facing down.
Yeah, so, in that sense, is there any changes we want to make? Is the Abyss better than Damnation, then?
He's never going to have a lot of creatures.
Yeah. Board into Rakdos mid-range with, like, Falcon Wrath Aristocrat.
I don't know that that's much better. I mean, Rakdos midrange falls apart even harder in the face of hand disruption.
Right.
That was the worst thing to face when I was a big red deck in standard. To like anyone who had I had what was that called? Not Thermopod. What was that old artifact guy who was like, if you discard him instead...
Dodecapod?
Dodecapod.
Is that it?
Yeah.
By the
So
way, I want to fit Crater's Claws in here just as a way to answer Liliana or some junk. I don't know if he has other walkers. I could have metamorphed his creature, but he edicts me and attacks anyway. It doesn't matter. And it shows him the metamorph, more importantly.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we could have just passed.
He would disc plus Liliana and then show that he would again get to see the metamorph. I conceded because the moment the sword hits me, that's 10 cards he gets to see.
Right.
I'm playing an information game. I'm just sitting here thinking if I want to fit Crater's Claws into the deck. Or Burning of Jingyi.
Nah, he has Worn Power Stone and other artifact things. That's not going to work.
Let's just go. Turn 2 Shadow Mage? Really quick turn 2 Shadow Mage? Like, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if we had 4 colors of mana on turn 1? What if... Still a creature deck.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we want...
Okay.
Okay, fine.
The tutor. I told you our opponents would do damage to themselves.
Spot on.
We never have to Crater's Claws for 20, just like 18
Yeah.
or 16 or so.
I like the idea of having all 5 colors of mana on turn 2. So what's he gonna go? Are you gonna go grab ultimate price? Come on, ultimate price. No, okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play Dragon Soul Summit. My idea there is specifically in case he hymns away both my lands. Yeah, okay, go for the throat. Fine.
Okay. Dollars will get you donuts. That's what he tutored for.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Now we just need to draw any action.
All right. Anything. Let's get moving. Give me the Time Twister again. I would take that.
Better we beat him down with a bear in the meantime.
Sure.
We can't cast Lily. That's
Yes.
kind of beautiful.
God.
Just remember to sacrifice your thing when he targets it
Absolutely.
with something that will kill it.
We had the greatest Gargadon in a previous cube earlier, and yeah, like that.
Yeah.
This is looking extremely familiar.
Poor Ashiok.
Mind's Desire!
No! That jerk!
This can't
Of all of our
be!
things.
I knew it! Don't... Okay, as long as it's not Sword Equip, I really don't care.
That's actually kind of cool if he wants to just attack Ashiok every turn.
Yeah. Talran Sky Summoner is a bit scary.
That is awkward. Really wish we had, like, not whiffed and milled that. Dang.
Dark Rid, Swamp. He's not a bad Storm deck. The trick is he's got like a deck besides it. Demonic Tutor to make Talran Sky Summoner make a creature. Okay. I'm sensing a problem. Sword of Body and Mind. Send help.
Great.
Send Bolus. Send Bolus.
Well,
Well, I mean, first things first, I guess Ashiok to remove cards from his deck. Actually, yeah. Black Lotus.
God.
All right. I might be able to empty the warrants for 4 here.
Okay. That involves the Lotus.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually possible. Like, I don't think I can get the Electromancer down. Huh. I can still play a land. It would basically be land Lotus, empty the warrants for 3. I could also just like play Electromancer and pass. Lotus Electromancer isn't enough. I'll have 2 floating, and that's not good enough. So I guess the question is if I want to use Empty the Warrens this turn.
Well, let's take a bunch of chumps in front of his blockers, give you bodies to Sactigrade or Gargadon.
Right. Hell, I could even put Gargadon into play if I wanted. Just off of that. Land for turn is obvious.
Can we, let's see, Electromancer leaves us with 4. 2 spells that cost 3, okay.
Hold on. What if my opponent has 15 cards in deck?
Mm-hmm.
What if I play Electromancer, Factor Fiction for... I don't have enough blue for that. Nuts. For Brain Freeze and just win there.
Right.
I don't have the mana for all 3 of these. I wish I did. Anyway, so I'm going to go with the Empty the Warrens plan. Yep.
Bring me bodies.
Give me the blockers. Show me the blockers. And I don't think I want to put Gargadon into play right now.
Nah. Gargadon will be an extra spell in the hopper for when we need to brain freeze him later.
Yeah. Which I think is how we're winning, right? Like. So him to Turok, yep. Please don't hit Factor Fiction, really, I think is don't hit these 2 cards if you're gonna hit. Okay.
Okay. It did not hit exactly both of those cards.
All I cared about was not exactly both.
Talarian, the Flying Menace. Oh god, he's gonna mill us out of our plan.
No, he'll dig us deeper towards our plan. Well, he also has to question: is he going to equip Sword onto a Drake and attack Ashiok? That's an actual question because Ashiok, if unanswered, will be just as much of an issue. I think.
Oh my god, he's doing it!
My opponent agrees.
Wow. I am impressed, sir.
Okay. No, I think that's the play he correctly made.
Oh, disgusting.
I can't.
New plan.
Can I just play Bolas? I mean,
Play
yes,
Bolus, destroy
obviously.
sword.
Yeah.
Like the real threat on the table, right?
Yeah. Well, first things first. Let's plush that Ashiok. Time Spiral.
Gross.
um, how much mana can I leave up when I play Bolas? 5. I can leave up Factor Fiction.
Freaking gorgeous.
Hey.
Yo, we know you don't have counter spells in your deck.
Frantic Surge? Oh no! Or does he? Okay. Thank you. Destroy target non-creature permanent. Please leave. And attacking with a bunch of goblins doesn't do anything. Alright.
So, we're at 20 life. We have a couple powerful planeswalkers down. He's casting Go for the Throat on a goblin token so that he can make a dude. Let's sack it at the
Yeah,
Gargadon. Okay.
we can eat that. I think what he's doing is he's trying to make enough flyers to kill off Bolas.
Which is to say, prolong the game.
Yes! Yes! Okay.
Yeah, that basically happens.
I accept because there's nothing else I can do about it. Grizzlebrand. You know what, Mr. 8 cards in deck?
That's kind of beautiful.
Okay, so here's the question. Do I Factor Fiction now or after the...
Well, how much does Ashiok mill?
Ashiok Mill's 3.
Okay. I guess we'll know if it was right to Factor Fiction after we do it.
Yeah, I guess we'll... I'm gonna just draw the card. So...
Okay. Let's destroy him. The planeswalkers were a ruse.
So we go ahead and play this good old Factor Fiction just to storm. No, I don't even need it. I'm gonna max Storm out, I guess.
Wait, those aren't seriously the piles.
Those are the piles.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna take Pentad Prism now.
Like, I mean, yeah, Pentad Prism here is just +1 storm count.
Yeah, and then we sack some goblins.
Hell, Pentad Prism could even be the last counter off Gargadon. Or goblins, too. That's...
I like goblins. And then Ashiok. My opponent Do I actually act before or after the brain freeze? I'm sitting here thinking of if he has an Eldrazi.
In that case, before?
Yeah. And then we do this. Pay a blue for brain freeze. So there's our one win.
That's cute. But the other thing is that we were like nowhere close to losing that game. After he comes for Bolus, he comes for us, but that still takes a couple turns.
Right. Well, he has 15 power of flyers, but that's not my life total. Amazing.
Okay.
So is the Abyss really what we're looking for, or like what am I?
Maybe Damnation is better than that, because that would also neatly answer his creatures. Probably much better than the Abyss if he can just like spell into Drake.
Yeah.
You know, he might have picked up Pack Rat too.
Well, we saw most of his deck. Like most, if not all, of his deck.
He prevented us from seeing the last little bit of his deck.
Terminate. Maybe Terminate's better than just Damnation. Because he seems to be on the single guy plan. It's not like... Is Wrath really necessary if I just kill the Talran before it goes off?
I guess, but if you set it up, you can't like really stop that.
Also, is Torch Fiend real?
Torch Fiend
Sword?
to break the sword.
We
He also
also-
a tutor for the sword. He has like 4 copies of the sword in his deck.
Yeah.
We used our main deck answer in Nicole Bolas Planeswalker.
I'm gonna bring in Terminate and find a way to fit in Torch Fiend. I don't know how.
Instead of what? Shadow Mage Infiltrator?
God, I feel like this is still good, but maybe that's just...
I know, but it's just he's like the one target for our opponent's removal spells, whereas Torch Fiend is its alpha
removal
spell.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm just gonna get you.
Let's do it. Alright. Final match. Yeah,
Oh,
this looks good.
that's pretty hot looking.
So... Blood, Mox Diamond, Goblet Electromancer?
Sounds good to me.
Alright. I like how Mox Diamond actually gives me the prompt before I discard. Like, before I cast it. Like, if I click on it, it doesn't just immediately cast it. Like, in case you accidentally were to have clicked on it.
And like be locked into choosing a card to discard.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, Chalice for 1.
Yo.
A bold move.
But what if?
It keeps happening.
I love Ashiok. We got this Ophiomancer again. Again.
Beautiful.
But what if?
We don't need a game plan. Just a powerful buddy. Yeah, you see that summon sign on the ground, you touch it.
Yeah, like every time. Every time.
He's trying to think what card in his deck he could fetch that most rapidly deals with Ashiok.
Yep. Maybe considering if he wants to play Talrand here or something.
I would like having Artifact Talrand on our side of the table.
And kill it. Worn Power Stone. Opponent's going big.
Oh, anything.
Well, first things first, let's consider the following. Necrotol is mine.
Oh.
Okay, I can factor fiction here.
All right, I mean, that would help us draw lands.
Right. Let me combat first. And then I am going to main phase this factor fiction because it would let me get lands. Yeah, cool. So Inkwell Leviathan's just fine in my grave, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like drawing it.
So yeah, I want to choose pile 2 then. So I have second blue source?
Do we need a second blue source?
Jace. Or, there's another double blue card in the deck.
I mean, Mox Pearl and Mountain is like drawing 2 lands. It's
True.
not blue lands. This is a good split.
Yeah.
I am impressed. We have black. We can pay for our morph with blood.
Yeah, so... Oh, holding Mox also might just be like free storm count.
Yeah.
Okay. If we draw Duretti, we can discard that anyway.
Or if you want to make Duretti your plan, you can get him with the Imperial Seal.
It's very true.
I think this leaves fire open.
Yeah, because of the Electromancer. Yep, the Goblin Pope can bring back Inkwell. The cool thing here is that I'm actually not scared of Grizzlebrand out of this setup because, like, quad black, you know? All right.
Some big stuff, though.
Does my opponent have, like, a really large threat, perhaps? 6 mana is, you know... Oh. Maybe that's...
Raven McGrave Titan.
Well, I mean, we have the answer to that sort of stuff. D-Tutor, okay. This is pretty par for the course.
So, what'd you get?
Please... Nothing. Interesting.
Vile.
Anyway. Black Lotus and Time Spiral gone. 4 cards in my opponent's hand. What do I want to Imperial Seal for?
Well, with, what, 20 cards left in his library?
You know, I think...
Imperial Seal for the Brain Freeze?
Let me quick do math on that. That's... I can storm up to... Probably storm 4. You know what?
Could you respond to your own Time Twister with the Brain Freeze? I think you could. Not that would necessarily help, but...
Yeah, well, that wouldn't. It would shuffle his grave back into his library, and then he would draw 7 cards.
Oh, right. The grave part.
Mm-hmm. Imperial Seal for... Let's play it.
Like a different problematic Planeswalker? Is this really where we grab Duretti and go after that?
I think I might just be fine with the brain freeze.
Okay.
And attack. Yeah, the 5 minutes isn't really a problem to me. I don't see.
Yeah, I mean, we're close enough to finishing this out, and our lines are pretty clear, and our opponent has failed to produce either threats or answers, just sort of cards. He's ramped up mana and gotten some cards in his hand.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and ice his Worn Power Stone. No.
Well, ice is a spell.
Yeah. Let's wait. Let's see what he plays. Looks like he was something big he wants to play. What's your big gun? Time Twister? No.
Sundering
Upheaval?
Titan?
Upheaval? Upheaval?
Oh no. Oh, he's going for Mind's Desire.
Oh, you're right.
Oh no. He's going for literally anything.
You know what? That's fine. This is cards off of my opponent's hand, you know? Like 17. This is fine. Okay. So what, Desire for 3? There's no way he can get 2 Mind's Desire with,
Wait, Grizzlebrand is in the yard?
Yeah, he discarded it to his Frantic Search.
Huh.
So Mind's Desire for 3. Okay. Let's see what we get.
Emrakul.
Go for the throat, destroy target non-artifact creature. Okay, so bye-bye Electromancer. Diabolic Edict.
Good. Strong answer to our board.
Swamp.
Cast the Edict. The tendrils us, I guess.
Yep.
Except he doesn't, because he doesn't have it.
Alright, so all I need to do is Brain Freeze for 4.
Sounds good to me.
So, exile... So, Mox Pearl is 1. Phyrexian Metamorph to copy his Basalt Monolith is 2.
Rude.
Fire at my opponent is 3. And Brain Freeze is 4. Oh!
Okay, so we beat the guy who had all our cards.
Yeah.
So now we're invincible.
We've gained his power.
Oh my god, Ashiok.
Yeah.
What the balls? That was fantastic. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. There's no reason to, like, play ice there. I had the game just off of fire. Fire alone. Yeah, that was fun. So yeah, we're just waiting for the second round, which will be starting out real quick here. I wish we could take half of his deck. He's got the other... He's honestly got, like, the other half. Look, Ashiok was in all 3 of those games and an important part of both. Of 2 of them. Yeah, that's the main problem. Would be that wheel is not Time Twister, or Time Twister is not wheel. So here we go, into round 2. Either playing Meteo Master Pink Roses or Ocean Soul 92, born in the year 1992. Yeah, our opponent had Ophiomancer. It sure didn't show up, but it was there. Alright, we are playing Ocean Soul 92.
Excellent.
Born in the year 1992. So, here's our opener. This looks standard as all hell. And I think that's okay.
Yeah, doesn't look like anything exciting, but we might be able to get a quick Shadow Mage Infiltrator down, and now that we've defeated the blue-black player, they won't have any answer for it, right?
Right. And let me leave the Blood Crypt. And also, like, this Mind Twist for 3 on turn 4 might just be fine. Oh, I need to stop that stop I had there. So, Mox Emerald.
Gross.
I hope that's not off in color.
Ramp, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mind Twist should be pretty good against that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think what it's going to be is that Mind Twist on turn 4 for our opponent's hand. Hopefully, our opponent hasn't just emptied their hand by that turn. Pelucranos. Pattern of Rebirth.
Ew.
I have a bad feeling about the follow-up to this, by the way. There's this very interesting card known as Natural Order.
So, refresh my memory on Pattern of Rebirth.
Yeah, Pattern of Rebirth. When an enchanted creature dies, that creature's controller may search his or her library for a creature and put it into play.
I see.
So if that creature dies, we're in a bad way.
Well, hopefully whatever he gets can get killed by damnation.
Let's hope.
Let's pretend that.
Let's just assume that that's real.
Yeah, he'll get, what's his name? The Hydra. Progenitus.
It certainly, Progenitus. It certainly won't be Sundering Titan. I really hope it's not Sundering Titan.
Oh, don't tell me you just have Natural Order.
Why wouldn't he? He does.
Get out of here.
I knew it! I called that shit.
Whatever. It's fine. It's all fine. We just threw our Shadow Mage Infiltrator away. That's all. That's all that happened.
Here comes Pattern of Rebirth. And here comes Terastodon blowing up all my lands. I am Cassandra. I can see the future and can do nothing to stop it.
Yeah, Terastodon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second one's got to be Primus for our only other land, right? Wolfear Silverheart. Huh. I didn't expect that one. That's really good, because I can have Damnation up and running in 2 turns. Just give me time. I'm good for it. You know I'm good for it.
That means we get to make chump blocks. It also means we get to attack with Shadow Mage Infiltrator.
Yeah, okay. Arbor Elf, that's fine.
He only has green threats?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I think that's really lucky for us.
Alright, so let's attack with Shadow Mage.
Here's the other thing. Does ice buy you more time than Golgari's Signet does?
I don't believe so, because Signet directly allows me to play Damnation on the following turn.
Okay.
If I draw Mox Pearl, everything changes here.
Ha!
Alright, so this directly allows, if my opponent does not do anything about my mana base, I play Swamp Damnation and we reset this board back. I would be extremely happy about that. Now, will my opponent go land, do something nuts here? Any way to kill the
Land, stunted growth.
Ah! No! No!
Oh my god. Well, there goes the interrupting the mana base part.
Mm-hmm. I can't. We can't use... Even the Pearl doesn't do it because...
You would have to pay for the Pearl.
Yep. So here's our way out. I'm going to use Ice to tap down the 9/9, Shadow Mage to block here, take 10, go to 3.
Okay.
I have no other play. So... I can live. So Ice. And then we chump again.
I kind of need our opponent to not have cards.
Mm-hmm. Would really like my opponent to not have cards, or to maybe overcommit into this board. Oh. Okay, please don't have Burn Spell. That would be a bad one, too.
Well, you would have to overpay for it.
Fair.
He wants to leave the elf back because he does want to cast something else. Bring it on.
Come on, overcommit. I'm only at 4. You have literally 27 power on the board.
There's no way you can lose. Just cast more things. Oh my god, he's actually doing it.
That's fine, because it becomes a forest.
That's neutral? Like, that doesn't change anything. I guess it would... I guess in his mind it would deprive us of black.
But... instead... No, I guess I don't need to do that, because it's not a... Boom, okay! Moving on!
It's not a signet anymore.
Alright, what does our opponent have?
Okay, now maybe we can... Like... Maybe he has something that he cannot cast. That looks like a sword.
That does look like a sword. Fire and Ice.
Gross.
My opponent has 1 card in hand, so I'm going to go ahead and Mind Twist it away and play Ashiok.
I dig. Go to 4.
And now Ashiok gets to basically start buying creatures for us more than anything else.
So he only cares about their CMC?
Yes.
Like it's him who's casting the creatures, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I understand that card now. All except his, like, ultimate? What does that even do?
Exile Grave and Hand of opponent.
Oh, that white-black spell?
Yes, Identity Crisis.
Identity Crisis. Wait, Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf.
Holy crap.
All right.
That's got to be huge, right?
Opponent drew land.
Whew.
Let's go ahead and Mox Pearl.
I would hold off on the Pearl, Frank. Oh, okay.
I was going to do it because I want to factor fiction and see what I can get off of that here.
Our opponent looks at this pile and is like, what the hell is this?
Wait, nothing is real. Please, leave it with that.
Come on, those are not the piles.
Oh my
Never
god.
One.
These are the piles. I'm going to choose pile 1.
That is also kind of a gift.
So do I play the Tarmogoyf?
I mean, I guess, because you could copy sort of Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
That's kind of gross.
Okay. It's a 6/7 too. Oh, opponent concedes.
Oh,
Hey!
Da, 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 da.
I can't believe we won.
Oh,
that.
hold on. Were there any planeswalkers in the yard?
No. There's every
So we could, like-
every basic card type is in the
So we
yard.
would be able to -3 Ashiok to pump Tarmogoyf.
Yes! Yes! Alright, moving on to the sideboard plan where my opponent has some crazy shit going on.
Outstanding.
Terminate?
Ooh. I really want Mind Twist to come out, frankly. He's got all kinds of redundant ramp in his thing. I know. He showed us 2 elves and a mox. He's going to be able to ramp into something. Probably not the like crazy start that we saw, but he also has Wolfear Silverheart in there.
I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I know that Mind Twist also bought us that game because of, like, even at the end, it got rid of the Archangel, like, that was necessary. What about the Abyss?
The Abyss. That sounds pretty good.
Like, can we move on to our control game?
Sure.
Which means
Inkwell Leviathan once again is there to make our opponent make poor factor fiction decisions.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of, I don't know if it's Shadow Mage or Electromancer.
Shadow Mage drew you a card, made a good block.
Yeah. Any other cards that are not worthwhile? Time Twister, maybe?
He's going to flush his hand faster than we flush ours.
Yeah.
Probably. And that makes Time Twister a little questionable.
Sure, let's cut some Power 9. And then I'm going to bring out Goblin Electromancer for Terminate. Alright.
Okay, I should be back to normal-ish sounding.
Okay. Well,
Oh, Lord.
I'm keeping this. What if every game is Ashiok? What if our deck is Tribal Ashiok?
Who needs tutors when you can just watch... Wait, what?
What if my opponent conceded the match?
Oh.
I'm sorry, opponent.
Oh no, he's watching the stream and saw that we drew Ashiok.
It's too good. No, he went Mull 5-4 and then conceded.
Oh.
I'm sorry, opponent.
He probably has like another cube in him.
True.
And he's like, screw this.
Might as well. So, we made it to the finals!
We win!
Yes! So, Storm deck.
Yeah, I don't know what to call this deck, because this is like the stupid plans deck.
It is. This is the Joseph Joestar of decks.
Oh my god! You know what this deck actually reminds me of is one of my EDH decks. That has Cedrus, the Traitor King.
Torrid Kissing Theater?
Yes, Torrid Kissing Theater.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything like good, but it has a whole bunch of really stupid, insane plans. Most of which involve like exiling your entire library.
Yeah, the power of Doomsday is strong.
Right.
I've had a number of actually, with that Doomsday you sent me, the first the first game I played with the deck that it went into, I think on turn 5, I just went and cast Doomsday, like, just flat. Like, no hive mind or anything like that. I'm like, you know what? Doomsday. And everyone's like, hold on. I'm sorry, what does that card do? And I'm like, here you go. I'm going to go to 5.
You have 3 days.
Yeah, I'm going to go to 5 cards. Can you kill me? It's like, that's a hard question. Yeah, new JoJo's. There's going to be like 2 or 3 new episodes of JoJo's at MagFest.
Ooh.
So,
good.
That's a plan. But yeah, I think that was best with like the hive minding of Doomsday always felt good. Cedrus, the Traitor King.
I rarely actually cast him, even though there's a whole bunch of interactions with him specifically. The problem is you can't play with the same group of people too much, or they catch on to your deck being made of stupid plans.
Right.
And so the last time I rolled out this deck, I was in a multiplayer game, and I was like, all right, Sadistic Sacrament kicked, targeting me. and my opponent was just like, no, countered. No. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not doing that. I'm like, okay, fine.
Hold on. That's amazing.
But yeah, like there's a artifact, and I forget most of the cards in this deck by this point. I've actually partially dismantled the thing. An artifact that lets you grab things from exile by exiling your library. It's like Mirror of Fate. Yeah. Mirror of Fate is definitely in there, because I have ways to exile things. I have ways to make any card change any zone, basically.
Yeah, every card in your deck was the Emrakul that could just go everywhere.
Just like, where will it be? Where will it be? I had set my opponent up with a really excellent one, where I had, what was his name? Crazed Alchemist on board, and also
I think
Spellbomb?
Laboratory Maniac?
Laboratory Maniac, not Crazed Alchemist.
I'm like a 2/2 that flips power. I'm like, hold on.
Oh, right, I'm sorry, Hearthstone. Yeah, no, I had a Laboratory Maniac on board, and also a Exile Grave Spellbomb thing. Black Spellbomb, and I don't remember the name of that one. And I'm just like, okay, what? He's like, oh shit. And he knows that if he pulls the trigger on my guy, I will exile my library and draw a card. Like in response, and he's just like looking at the various pieces and like, oh god, I can't do anything.
Just like, okay, we're at a standstill. It's the chess term for whoever moves first is the position where you don't want to make a move. Sanctuary, you don't want to move, because if whoever moves first is in the worst position, it's like, well, if I burn my removal spell here, I lose. Yeah, that's a ton of fun. I'm going to have fun at MagFest just playing Zeus Wang. Okay. But thank you. That's Mexican standoff is not the chess term. No, I disagree. But yeah, at Magfest, I plan on just play. If we play any EDH at all, I plan on just like pulling 70 cards out of the cube and using that. I think that'll be good. The cube deck.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know how you can have a Mexican standoff with two people. That's not really how that works. Oh man. But yep, so yeah, we're just waiting for game. We're waiting for Meteo Master and Pink Roses. Pink Roses won the first game.
Okay, well, we do have some time to wait.
Yeah, we do. We could have upwards of 30 minutes to just kind of like sit around. But, you know.
Well, I have been thinking about Grant Hack some more.
Oh? What kind of changes?
Something about being here just makes me want to work on my projects and makes me think about creative writing and level design and stuff. And since I was reading this lengthy treatise about the design of levels in Super Mario World, when the treatise itself is okay. For one, I had like spied this thing as a conversation between Gnome and Kavanaugh. I decided to read it, and it's a novel-length description of levels and themes, and uses a bunch of jargon terms that they either make up or are like well known within the world and everything. And I'm like, oh, you know, it's neat. It's a good breakdown and a good little thing to read. I think I want to read the whole thing before I give it any real criticism, so I'm still kind of in the middle of it because it's kind of long.
Okay. I will have to. I saw that posted between the two, but I didn't read the.
But it did anyway give me ideas. For one, I kind of want to change the aggro crag. I think I could. The basic idea is if I can put a ceiling on the entire room, like whole way left or right, then I would be able to get rid of the bone pillars.
Oh.
And the bone pillars are kind of janky because of scrolling in that area.
They break,
and so sometimes they're
times.
or they're there, but it cannot load the bone pillar, so it just loads the fireball that it's shooting, or it loads it in the wrong place. There's just the tipping point for that one will be if I can still have the stairs going up, because stairs going up into a ceiling of more than one block can cause some kind of weird stuff to happen.
Huh.
And I'd have to test that to see if it's possible. But anyway, so that was one for certain. And the other one was more of an overhaul kind of an idea, which is where I would go through and chart the entire game and reposition or swap around some of the various challenges that are in it to make more sense with the like difficulty curve, and be more intentional about maybe be a little more intentional about like which challenges go in what sequence.
How the aggro crag is literally in the second level of the game, it being one of the defining challenges, that sort of like kind of trying to parse them out.
Right. And I might, if it comes to that, I might even get rid of the aggro crag entirely. I hate to say it, but there is an option that I am afforded in like that screen and maybe, two other screens in the entire game where there's a branching path within the level of like an upper path and a lower path.
Right, there's that.
And what I am able to do with those is fix it so that if you fail the climbing challenge, you will fall down and have to take the lower path to get back to the beginning of the climbing challenge.
Interesting.
That would allow me to establish a penalty other than death.
That's
which
that's
is very
crazy.
intriguing. I've only done this. I have done this already in one level, one of the three places that it appears in the game, and that was the one that was broken, and I had to go back and fix it because
Oh, yep.
gnome fell into that one, and then the stairs weren't in the right place.
And he was
The
just
active
he was
stairs
stuck in the pit.
thing. Yeah, so
He got
it
put in a
was
punishment worse than death somehow. But
goodness.
yeah, okay.
But no, those are some ideas that I've been thinking about. I thought of others, but the rest are not for immediate publication, I don't think.
Right. I don't think I don't think a Sypha hack would actually be too. Somebody mentioned that in the zoo. I don't think that would actually be too compelling. There's no movement changes. It's just like play through the game as Sypha.
Yeah, I mean a sci-fi hack, if it's going to be worth figuring out and doing, would be lots more enemies and careful control of what weapons are available and how many candles there are.
Yeah.
Basically, there would be way fewer candles in total,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones that contain
They went to game
spells
three.
should be the ones that actually contain spells should be somehow signified, like on the outside of the thing,
Right.
which would be possible because, for instance, instead of placing candles, I can place torches and lanterns. And so if you encounter a torch, I would say, oh, that could have the fire spell in it. And say, okay, so whenever you see a torch,
You
you'd be
know.
able to know, oh, there's the fire spell. And also, like, lantern, and I could put the lightning spell on that one. You say, oh, that's a lantern. It has the lightning spell. And I guess I'd have to figure something else out for ice spell.
I guess you could also. I don't know if it'd be worth playing around with, but there's like the fact that the ice spell freezes water, and you could play with that.
Mhm.
But I don't
That's
really know how compelling that would actually be.
Well, that feature is available to me in two stages.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot put water in a stage,
Oh.
but I can, I can use water currents in stages that already like if the tile set has them.
Yeah.
And yeah, there would be some like movement changes with the freezing effect. Be really neat. Honestly, it wouldn't be impossible. It would be a different kind of hack.
Yeah, it would be more combat, really,
Mm-hmm.
than the physical challenge that is.
Right. And I would probably make certain bosses appear earlier, and like you just have these nasty boss gauntlets through the entire game.
All right, level 1, triple threat. Hope you're ready.
Oh, no, for real. If I could just like put the third part of the triple threat as the first boss, like you just
can you
fight
not-
the damn wyvern, I
Can
totally
you not put the
would.
wyvern as a single
They're a
boss?
bundled boss.
Oh.
Bosses are for the tool that I have, the bosses are the hardest thing to change.
Yeah. Nuts.
Yeah, I think thematically I would have the Cyclops as the first boss. He's a very challenging boss for Sypha
Yeah.
because it's
Oh, I guess-
difficult to like aim the flame tongue to hit him.
I guess to those in the zoo that are incredibly confused as to what's going on, Kaz is talking about Castlevania 3 ROM hacks.
Right.
But
Okay,
for
yes.
context, for people that are like, I realize we are on a Magic stream in between rounds, so maybe that's not what you expected when you walked in, but that's what's here.
I'm very sorry. I should have prefaced the conversation by mentioning that. And what I can also mention is that you can go download and
Gnome
run my
has-
ROM hack.
Gnome has
Okay,
kindly
he
linked it.
posted the link.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Gnome. I put a ton of work into that, basically. And then when I finally ran out of ways to edit it myself, I got help and we edited it some more.
Yep.
So that's a
Oh God, the
free
triple
pirate
skull.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I just sat down for a weekend and did that. I had to feed them.
Yep. But yeah, also for those who walked in the center in between rounds, this is the deck we're playing with. Ashiok's been the, I guess, winner in all these games.
It's been the eyeless all-star
Yeah.
of all of this.
Play Diablo 3s on stream. That gives me something to do in the background.
So yeah, maybe honestly I should try to just break out my tool again and see about a Cypher ROM hack. See how that looks.
I just don't know how compelling that would actually be. You know?
Well, I'm sure I could convince you to give it a shot.
Absolutely. You basically can. That's just how it goes.
Like honestly, whenever I'm at Magfest and I need to get away from people, I
Hmm.
find Castlevania 3. They usually have it set up somewhere, and if it's not occupied, then I get to just sort of veg out, and play a video game. And the last time I did so, I ended up doing basically an all cipher run. I was pretty pleased with how that turned out. I guess the point there is that it would not be hugely different from just a plain old run of the game.
Okay.
And there's not all that much that I could do to like put challenges in the way that Sypha could solve that Trevor couldn't, you know?
Right. I think that's really what I'm thinking when I'm saying
Hmm.
it wouldn't be terribly compelling, is that it would be Castlevania 3.
Yeah, it would not be transformative, but it could be fun.
Open up the shop.
Yes.
Alright, let's get some upgrades. Alright, Gil Penny, doubloon, nickel, shekel, opal. Plus 2 good ideas per day.
Oh, well, awesome.
Perfect.
Like right here I am telling you.
Do you know if that starts like empty and it resets the next day, or is it like I get them right away?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
So
perfect.
you're gonna double up on that pretty soon if you leave this open past midnight.
Oh, sweet. Uh, remove opponent driving ace. Good. It's always useful. Do I need a shekel? I need a shekel. I need an opal too. Where's an opal? Opal. Improved bump attack. Look, we're all about maximum confusion here. Notoriety.
That's notoriety minus star.
Ooh. Is that bad?
No. That gets the police off you.
Oh, great. That's always useful. I love the icons, by the way. Like, I love the one for notoriety is the one I recognize. He wants to give you the raw toast.
Yeah, that was the I reused some of that art later because I could because when I had posted that image, that was one that I made in like less than 2 minutes
Oh, I'm out of opals.
in response to a tweet, just because I had the materials open. I'm like, oh no, I could do this. So
Ah, nuts. Alright, let me see if I can get
but yeah, I did all the art for this.
the little bread. The little.
Hmm.
I think that's. Maybe
That
that's.
one's almost intentionally ambiguous.
Yeah.
It started out one way and then it just sort of became its own thing. I mean, I'm like, you know what? At the icon size, this is open to interpretation, so I'm gonna leave it.
See if I can get a low score. There's no way I can get a. There's absolutely no way I could possibly get a 0 on stream, but I can go for a 4 at least. Okay. 4 still nope. Ooh, double K. Good opening.
Nuts.
Nuts.
That's so close.
I can still see the round timers, importantly. But yeah, we have a... What do we call our next storm? I mean, I guess we won with Brain Freeze. In a
I
couple
honestly
games.
think our deck is just sort of plans.
We are plans.
We have quality cards, and we know how to employ them in any given situation. So my God, we've become the Hearthstone deck?
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Sure, I accept this. Ah! Okay. Yeah, we have like pile of planeswalkers. I've got the deck open here for those. We have a strange deck. I can't. But it has a lot of odd interaction. I guess it has a lot of interactions. I don't even know if I'd consider them odd because they're definitely like apparent. But you know.
Yeah, they're apparent, but they're not necessarily all the same. Like they're not themed.
Right. Looking for the opal. Looking for. I have one opal.
Ah, that's a shame.
Where are you? Loved by dogs. All right, I think we're good. Someday. $1
The Canadian Tire dollar.
The highest currency in the land.
So Skype has been holding up pretty well.
That's good.
I'm on a remote computer,
Remote site.
which is not as to say remote desktop, but rather I myself, my body, I am the thing that is out there.
The remote Kaz.
Yeah, it means that I have other considerations with respect to
Ongoings.
how we run. It means I'm concerned about how my computer's running, whether it's probably going to overheat at some point, and I'll suddenly just drop off the face of the earth.
I have
Try to warn everybody to not be worried about that.
I have faith that we'll finish this up before it explodes. Gotta have faith.
We won the other round too quickly.
Right, I didn't expect that. I'm gonna be honest, I expected a loss. And,
God.
and
As
somehow
long as our opponent doesn't interrupt our bottom Ithalia.
Just like, oh no, wait. I thought acidic slime for sure.
Wait, he was gonna destroy our weapon? Oh, right. That other one.
Yeah, he was gonna blow up our weapon, and that would have sucked. I really don't know what we really could have done about that. Yeah, yes.
Hmm.
This is the run, I can feel it.
A hush falls over the crowd as Diablo 3 becomes super serious.
Ah, okay. Just silence.
Man. So yeah, I guess yeah. I'm jockeying to get back into editing or something really as soon as I make my way back to my house.
Right. Make the
Surround myself with my computer and then stream something when I get back.
Cool. Thoughts on what that'll be?
No idea.
The best way.
Maybe the Stanley Parable. I have that one in the hopper.
Oh,
There are some.
okay.
Oh, actually, wait. I should check the Steam daily deals to see if I